much harder than it sounds. I know it's closing if I just.
Today just feels like a Monday, but it is not. It is a big, fat, dark, gray, rainy Tuesday. And this morning when I woke up, I could feel the anxiety trying to creep up on me. So I told myself, nope, not today. Not today, Satan. We're gonna have a slow morning. We're not gonna do too much. We're not gonna push too much. Just slow it down. Get your Bible. So that's what we did. I'm learning to pay attention to the signs, and I find recently my anxiety really gets bad when I'm tired. This past weekend at work, oh my God, like I like being at Sephora. I get to do makeup. Like, hello, that's my thing, right? And the thing about it is, when it is busy, it is busy. So Friday and Saturday, it's just face after face after face, back to back to back. I had 7-hour shifts. So I don't think y'all understand. Sitting on your feet that long, doing glam, interacting with people, draining, okay? And then you throw a little bit of prep on top of that. When I checked in on Thursday, no, all last week, when I tell you your girl was hungry, I ain't been this hungry in a long time. I haven't been this hungry since 2023, which is a good sign. I'm not complaining because we got to get this body fat off, right? So my coach has me checking in twice a week now, and I'm just completely annoyed by that because I'm like, but whatever, she's doing her job, right? That's what she's supposed to be doing. So yesterday when I checked in, I just knew it was going to be good. My stomach was a wreck, but even still, like, I have not, I'm keeping it a buck. I have not been able to rest well. Like, I'm getting 6 hours of sleep. So I woke up and the scale jumped up tremendously. I'm talking like a full pound. I was like, wait a second now. Now I know. And so I was just like, coach. And she chewed me out. She's like, this is happening because you are not resting. You need to go to bed. So I was like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. So I'm glad that I made the decision this morning to just chill, because there's a lot of things going on and there's nothing bad going on. Like, everything that's going on is good. So this week Thursday I leave for a national championship. So the last national show of the year, pro qualifier. So I'm so excited to get to see the girls and glam them, but it's a quick in and out. I get there Thursday night, glam Friday morning, leave Friday afternoon, because I gotta make sure that I'm taking care of me. And then Murillo's Kitchen, my husband's business, he is doing Christmas meals. So he has your option of a main dish, which is 2 slabs of ribs, a ham or a young chicken, and then pies made by my mom. So we launched that last night, and we're also getting closer to launching his meal prep situation. So, anywho, that's what we have going on. I really, check this out. So my Free Spirit order came in. If y'all don't know about Free Spirit, you really need to get on it. Hold on, so you can see me. So these are, y'all know I love my DSG strappy sports bras. I love these because they're longer. So if you're a bit more of a modest girl like myself, it is longer. They come in different colors. They are comfy. So I have 4 of these now. The first one that I got, Alexis got for me as a gift. It's like a hot pink color. Love it. This is a size medium. And so now I have this one, a black one, and a green one. And then these joggers. So my Free Spirit leggings, I love the feel. So think of it as like an affordable Lululemon. I like these leggings. My only thing is, and I told them this when I was at the booth at the Olympia, I was like, these ain't tall girl friendly. They cut right here, and I don't like that. I like my leggings to go all the way down. So, I mean, right now, whatever, it is what it is. But also something else that I struggle with is I like high waist because fit girl problems, okay? We have worked on this waistline. Like, I don't normally gas myself, but let's hype for like 2.8 seconds, okay? My waistline has come in tremendously. We have been working on that. How I've gotten my waistline to come in: digestion, nutrition. That's all it was. I ain't do nothing crazy. I don't wear a waist trainer or anything like that. I always wear a belt when I train, but that's just for like back stability and whatnot. But nutrition. So my waist has come down. And so what happens is I obviously I need to get it over the glutes, but then these are always too big for me in the waist. And I tried the size extra small because these are small. Tried the size extra small at the Olympia, and it was better, but I just like it's just not tight. But that's why my other friends like it, because they don't like to have anything tight in the waistline. I like to have it tight so that way it stays up. But that's my only hang up with the leggings. But everything ain't for everybody, y'all. However, these joggers, let's talk about the joggers. Okay, so I am 5'8", and I love these joggers. They come down all the way, but what I like them is it's got the feel of like a legging jogger, you know what I mean? So it's a jogger because it's got like the drawstrings, which I love. I've got the pocket, the bottoms, but then like it fits like leggings, so I can wear these when I'm just lounging around. I can wear these at the gym, and it's just cute. So this is 2 Days Fit. Use code Alexis to save some money off. Check-ins yesterday were absolutely raggedy, like I said. So scale went up, and then this morning, because like I said, my stomach has just been a wreck for absolute no reason. I'm like, how are you a wreck? We're not eating nothing. It was a wreck last time because over Thanksgiving for 4 days in a row, I was on a kale salad kick. 4 days in a row. Baby, when I tell you my stomach was turned inside out, that was the situation. Anywho, this morning I woke up, I jumped on the scale, and we dropped 1.4 pounds overnight. So something that I'm really having to regulate is just understanding that, hey, we are 36. It's taking me longer to recover, which tells me that I'm going to have to adjust the way that I'm training. Last week, I trained glutes on Tuesday, and I went hard. I did. And I was not fully recovered until Friday. That is a long time. It don't normally take me that long to recover. So as you progress in life and you progress in the sport, you have to be mindful. Like I tell y'all all the time, train smarter, not harder, especially once you've been training for bodybuilding. Like I've been training hardcore bodybuilding for 5 years. And so now I'm also at a place where every single thing doesn't need to be progressive overload all the time, because I don't need to be growing at that capacity. So what I'm doing now is just like that bikini fine tuning. Like I know in the areas where I do need to pound it, and it was, on my glutes where I'm really trying to pound, and it's not necessarily for like the growth, it's the density. So just trying to make sure that my glutes look denser. And yeah. So I'm really trying to just figure out that aspect of how I'm going to go about my training, because if I'm taking that long to recover, then I can't train the way that I trained on Tuesday. So anywho, let's go eat meal number 1. Okay, so this isn't technically like my meal 1. So this morning when I woke up, I already had coffee, an English muffin with peanut butter. Now I'm going to have the other portion of it. So this is by Murillo's Kitchen. Yours truly. Well, not yours truly, like mine's, but not yours. Anywho, this is 115 grams of picanha. So is it top sirloin? Top cap sirloin, and then 80 grams of rice. And then per my coach's orders, I'm going to have some dragon fruit to help with my digestion. So that's going to be our pre-workout meal. And get into this, okay? Are we focused? There we go. Does that look good? I sprinkle some everything bagel seasoning on here and a little bit of like glaze, known as glaze, and it's delicious. All right, y'all, we are at the gym. Random, but I didn't do my face pulls the other day, and my rear delts, I've always felt like my rear delts could come up just a tish bit. That was never feedback from judges or my coach, just me assessing myself. So just doing some face pulls really quickly. Next up here, I believe this is that machine that's called a gluteator. I don't know, but this thing right here, it hits. I love this machine. Before to hit like my upper and outer glutes, I would just do the abductor. One thing about me is I have very good mind muscle connection, and I think it just comes from my background from cheer, tumbling, doing gymnastics and whatnot. So I love that I am able to just hit it immediately with this machine. And I mean, you feel it all over your glutes. Next up, we're squatting. So squatting was one of those things right next to the hip thrust that I absolutely hated. However, I like squatting because the way that I can engage my glutes when I squat, I know a lot of girls don't squat because they don't want to engage their quads. That ain't me. That ain't my ministry. That ain't my story. My quads are not big. My quads are not overpowering. And I'm really good at squatting in a way to where I can just really engage my glutes. So this is what works for me. Now, I want it to go a little bit heavier. However, I have to keep in mind that this is one of those days where my little old lady hip, my left hip was, feeling a little wonky, so I just had Lo come over just to spot me just in case because I didn't want to get myself in a situation to where I got down there and my hip did something funny and I couldn't get myself back up. So just giving myself like it does take me like a minute to kind of get my positioning correctly. And here's the thing, I don't need no foreign police squat police coming after me. Body mechanics are real. I am 5'8". It is a long way to the ground. And when I squat in a very specific way to make sure that I feel it. So it might not look pretty and it might not look right. However, we got glutes. So that is all that matters. So I've been enjoying squatting recently, which is, huge, huge plus for me. Now we're going to go through some hip thrusts. So this machine, the first time I tried it, I liked it. Today, I didn't like it. And I figured out why after the fact. It's just that I have to make sure that my foot placement is, again, in a very specific way. This is just what I call like tall girl problems. Anybody that's a tall girl, like y'all know sometimes, just like some machines just aren't suited for girls who are, why I would honestly say like 5'6" and over. Sometimes can get a little wonky, but today was not a good hip thrust day, but whatever. We made it work. So the gym's right next door to the bakery, right? And so coxinha just right here. It's like breaded. It's got chicken inside. It's amazing. I want, but I can't have. Pão de queijo. That's like one of the most popular Brazilian little treats here. Just all the things. Erla got him some stuff. Erla got his post-workout meal. Arroz, feijão, kiwi. That's it. I'm not eating that. He made my chicken yesterday on the grill. I'll insert clips here of everything that he made so y'all can see what you're going to be getting in 2025. When Murillo's kitchen meal prep is available for everybody to eat. Mm-hmm. You've been saying, come on, let's vlog. Now it's your time to shine, baby.
I'm eating. I'm tired now.
Oh. He always likes to copy me. He's like, okay, guys, so today. And I'm like, when have I ever sounded like that?
Don't even do all that.
You should do so.
I don't say all that.
So I'm a liar.
No. All I say is, hey, guys. That's it.
On today's vlog. You don't do that?
Sometimes.
Okay, all right. It be your own people.
Turn the air on. That's hot. You got me here.
That's fine. Alexis and I eat on the pod, and they be getting mad.
I will too.
It's unprofessional, and it's like, who said we were professional in the first place?
No, it's just that all you're hearing is crunch.
Well, but I mean, I edit the podcast, and I don't ever notice it. And I'm someone who hates smacking. I'm just like, man, listen. Y'all be lucky to get an episode sometimes because our schedules just don't correlate, and then life and trying to do all the things. So sometimes when we are able to sit down and record, it's like, it is what it is. Someone might have to eat.
forgot my ketchup and mayonnaise.
You don't need it. That's extra unnecessary calories.
No, you're right.
Oh, wow. All my girlies in the content. Jay's been killing it. Oh, let me not put that on because they might try to copyright me. Her little content, her reverse since the Olympia, keeping it tight. I think that's what a lot of people struggle with post-show, which completely makes sense because it ain't easy. It ain't easy.
So you just turn the camera on and act like it's not there.
Basically. I'm leaving this in.
What?
Well, yeah, so well, I'm with you, so I'm talking to you, but I be talking to them like I talk to you. Like, the Am fam are the people. That's it.
You get a attitude too?
It depends on what I'm talking about sometimes. Like, if I'm upset about something or, you know. I think some people make vlogging way more difficult than what it needs to be. Be yourself. If you're yourself, then it's going to be way easier. Just go ahead and let go of what you think it should be or what other people do because you're not them. Just be you. Run your own race. That's been a verse that's really been sticking with me this week.
Should have waited to eat it. I was starving.
Okay?
I was starving. Huh?
It's okay. What is it you say? It opens up my appetite.
100%.
Well, my appetite been wide open.
That's why there's appetizers. So you can
See?
your
If
stomach.
it was bald, I'd get you one of these.
You got my beard.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is goatee season.
That's right. You're about to take all of it off. So Marilla's cutting too. He wants to be in shape. How many pounds down you want to be by the Arnold?
Everyone legit.
And that's the thing. Lo is not a bodybuilder. He is a normie. He is just trying to be healthy. And I think if people would let go of the weight, because sometimes people are like, oh, I want to weigh this much. And the issue is like now you've idolized a number. A lot of people don't even know what they're going to look like at that number or don't even understand what it might take for them to get to said number. So it's always best to go off of how you look because you might have an idea of, oh, I want this number. You get to that number and you're like, I don't like how I look.
Yeah.
All right, Cameron's about to die.
You want to lose like 20% body fat.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got it. So I'm proud of Lo. He has cranked down on, well, he doesn't drink beer at all anymore. Like that's a huge, so proud of you for that. So you've been beer free for almost 2 months. It is 2 months now. I'm very proud of you. Beer free for 2 months. Like have a glass of wine.
And that's the problem with the beers. Is like, você não churrasquinho, pá, cerveja. Carne, gordura, pá, cerveja. And then it's...
You're going to make me have to put subtitles.
It sucks.
No, absolutely.
That's
So
the worst part is beer is just...
yeah, and the thing is too, I think like everybody has their vice, right? Like some women, they have a hard time because they're wine drinkers. They don't want to give up the wine. Or if you're a mom and you have kids and the kids snacks, like all those things, it's not easy by any means, like whatsoever. However, you just have to make that conscious decision. But also you got to exercise some grace because you will have moments when you will stumble, right? So for Lo, he cut the beer because he realized this is not helping me. This is a problem. And so he'll have a glass of wine every now and then. For you, it might be, okay, well, I'm not going to completely take away, I don't know, chocolate cake. So how about instead of eating chocolate cake every day, what if you can only
I ain't
have...
taking my chocolate bars out.
I know. What if you could only have your chocolate maybe 3 times a week? And then do twice. And then maybe do it on the weekends. Like, set yourself up for a win and have realistic expectations. Because y'all gonna see that. We see it every year at the beginning of the year. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. How are you going to all of a sudden go to the gym 5 times a week when you have not adopted the habit in 2024 to go once a week?
That's when I started doing my chocolate. What you said, what you had said. But I've been eating it before my workout instead of before bed.
Yeah.
Which is sucks, but
Yeah. Make it work.
Enjoy it like a month, like bed.
Yeah. That's Lowe's. I call it a little pack rat. He's a little snacker. He likes to snack, so at nighttime he'll be munching on little things, and so have that chocolate before the gym. You can use it, add a little extra pump, burn through it. Then at nighttime, lucky for Lo though, he's a fruit. He likes fruit, so
kinds of fruit.
Yeah, he can just have a fruit. Like you can have like a
What you
yogurt
say you
bowl.
had to get?
Apples.
There's food like
What? Let's turn this air off.
it's because the windows have a
I got you.
wow, yeah.
Apples because we're gonna make my apple pie ice cream.
You need ice cream as well.
No, we don't need ice cream.
You don't have ice cream.
I don't need actual ice cream to make it.
Oh.
I'm gonna use the creamy, my protein powder. Did you get a little excited?
I can make me a little ice cream with apple pie.
You can make use ice cream because we did it with strawberries that one time and you liked it.
Then we'll do it again.
Yeah, only.
I need a oat milk though. So
I bought some.
perfect. So I need strawberries
Whatever else you.
and apples. You say you need an apple.
Are we going to the Aldi up here?
I was gonna stop at Food Line.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go get some stuff. And then I'll show y'all my post-workout meal. I'm tired. I'm very tired.
As we're going this way, we can stop at Compacted too.
Okay?
For the free. It don't matter, right? Not for the basic free. But
No.
if I knew that out of the way, then we could have went and got your dragon fruits from here. They would have had the yellow one.
Wait, so are we going to Fortnite? What are we doing? I'm confused.
No, because let's say depending on what else you want, we could have just went and got the fruit from Compacted.
I see what you mean.
It's a better option.
That's straight.
Let's just go right here and go to the spring.
Alright. I'm hungry.
Moving on.
Oh.
Let me get some practice.
Okay. So Lowe's a vlogger, so
I'm not a
you're
vlogger.
about to. Well, he's about to get his YouTube channel up. If y'all don't follow Marilla's Kitchen on YouTube, this is gonna force you. Go because he's gonna ramp up his YouTube. His YouTube's gonna be cooking, like how to cook things. So
We help people with grill stuff. I think it'd be good. Or you cooking stuff in the oven. Or anything, Or anything people that have any questions, I can probably answer.
yeah.
At least 80% of the questions.
For what? I'm sorry.
Any cooking questions?
Oh, any cooking questions? Yeah.
80%.
Cause don't ask me, cause I don't know. I asked this guy. Oh,
If I
that's
got to phone a friend, I got a friend to phone. What you gonna say?
I don't even know anymore.
No, thank you. You got to Alexis.
Huh?
You got to call back.
Call her.
Yeah.
Call her. Samson, massive. It's amazing how massive he is because he's tall. I don't know why I was thinking that.
You probably went like 2 years training, looking like having no change, and then out of nowhere, bloop.
I showed you like that video he posted from when he was small before bodybuilding to now. It's insane what the human body can do.
All the people like that took forever to get. So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, genetics definitely helps. He's Nigerian, so you know, Nigerian genetics are elite.
They already got a little cheat sheet.
A little cheat sheet for real. Machu Picchu, we haven't been there forever.
I didn't even know they had one right here.
We've been to it.
Not
before.
this one.
Where's the other Machu Picchu?
It was nice to be over here.
We've gone to this.
Okay.
Which one was it then? Surely, truly, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The boys is.
Huh?
That's what Jesus would say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Somebody been in his word. Very good. Are you on John? What are you reading right now, Luke or John?
I'm studying a little bit of everything.
I thought the other day you were reading.
I was, and I still am. I just had to go. I had a couple of questions, so I had to go to another verse to get my questions answered so I can come back and.
I love it when Jesus says that. Truly, I tell you, because I'm about to tell you something. Like, if you have not read the Gospels, like Jesus, he be reading folks. How it's raining. I'm about to look like a poo putt.
If Jesus was alive like modern day,
Mm-hmm.
they would have been what they call a real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For real. For real. Keeping it one, double L.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go for the side.
Then I want to do the whole deal with.
Okay, well let's nail one thing first, and then All right, y'all. So I don't know where I left off. I think I was supposed to show you how I make my apple pie ice cream, and I didn't do that. Sorry. We'll get there eventually. So it is the next day, December 12th, 4:15. I am packing up to go to Texas for for national championship. I already got my stuff packed. This is going to be an in and out trip. All right. So my flight's not till 8:30. I land at like 10:30. Get there. Start working at 4. I'll be done working by 10, take a little nap, then it's back to the airport and coming back home because I gotta start taking care of me. That's just bottom line. It's a lot, yes, but the quicker I can just get home, especially because of the week that I have had. When I tell you I have been exhausted, first of all, we had a new low this morning. This is what we're looking like in check-in. So we are 152.6, which is amazing. We're tight. Back, my legs are watery just because my legs have been hurting so bad. I think it's just from all the standing that I've been doing at Sephora. Like my body's like in salon, I'm standing, but I sit down in between, take breaks. Like there's no sitting at all. So it's literally standing for 6 and 7 hours. Friday and Saturday, it's just insane, like face after face. So I was inflamed from that. And then training glutes a little bit and then just watery because I am at my period. So my thought process is, okay, if we got a new low on my period, the first drop of the period, this is a good sign. So things are moving and grooving. Coach is happy because it's a short trip. And this is also what I love. I don't have to have a lot of meals. So Murillo prepped my food. So I've got my 3 meals here that I need for tomorrow. And what he does is he vacuum seals them. So when you guys order from Murillo's Kitchen for your meal prep at 2025, this is how it'll come. So
I don't know that yet.
Huh?
I don't know how it's going to come. Don't tell them that.
Well, we don't know how. We're still playing around. But for the moment, for me, this is what he's doing. He vacuum seals it, throw it in the freezer, and then this is how he's done it for me for basically the majority of my travel. But yeah, got my chicken, got my steak, more chicken and rice. Simple, easy. Then cut it, throw it in a bowl, warm it up. It's already weighed out for me. These 2 for my macro needs. So yeah, I'll see y'all in Texas. Huh?
Something like that in the vacuum seals. Also come with
So it is a full 2 weeks later, editing the vlog, and realized once I got back home from Texas, I kind of crashed out, as the kids say. So it is Thursday, December 26th, the day after Christmas. I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. Let me give y'all a brief update because I know this video is probably way too long, but whatever. Prep is still prepping. Please, I feel like my body is finally starting to clock in, which is amazing because things just whatever. We know all of that. So let me tell you, all right? I feel like I'm in my Job era hard. And it's so funny because the other day I was in the car and I just had this thought and all I could do was laugh. If you're not familiar with the story of Job, Job was a good man, a faithful man, a loyal man. And you know, Satan was just kind of like, yeah, he ain't really with you like that. And God was like, really? Okay, try him. This is just Amberp paraphrasing. Don't take my word for it. Don't take nobody's word for it. Get your Bible and read it, okay? Read it. I'm just paraphrasing because we don't have time. And so Satan was like, cool, I'm going to try him. And the reason why God allowed this, because I think sometimes people get frustrated. It's like, why is God allowing this to happen to me if he loves me? We all go through that. Even I go through that, right? But basically, God knew the type of man that Job was. Even when things was getting bad, all of Job's kids, battery died, okay. All his kids died. He lost his livestock, his money, his body broke out in sores from head to toe, covered. And he's just down bad. His friends come. His friends basically tell him, well, obviously this is happening to you because you're secretly sinning somewhere. And he's like, no, I rebuke you. His wife was like, well, you just need to curse God. And he was like, no, absolutely not. So basically, Job was tried. A lot of trials and tribulations, but he still maintained his faith. And something that I took away from reading Job was that even when God came in and checked him, because Job wasn't ever in a place where he was rebuking God or had no faith in God, he just like wanted an explanation. And I think that is normal and natural for us humans. He was asking for an explanation for understanding, and not because he was just trying to like be arrogant or puffed up about it, you know? But then God had to come in and check him. It was just kind of like, hey, do you make the grass green? Do you make the sky blue? Again, I'm just paraphrasing. Basically, God said, I'm doing all of these things. I got all this stuff. So you, sir, you don't question me, all right? And even me like reading it again, read your word. I'm just paraphrasing, okay? And I was kind of like, ooh, like I had a moment where I felt convicted. I was like, all right, God, my bad. And then things turned around. And the thing that really, really got me was we never got an explanation as to why. And what I took from that was sometimes I think we are always looking for understanding, which I get it, but sometimes we're not ever going to understand, and we have to be okay with that. The word says, do not lean on your own understanding. And I believe that when you can get to a place where you're not leaning on your own understanding or not trying to search for an understanding, I feel like that is when you are truly in a realm of walking by faith. That is when you are truly trusting God. And it ain't easy, like you guys. My faith has been so shaky. So the reason why I said I'm in my Job era, okay, so my flight was at 8:30. I never take a late flight, but had to work, whatever. It is what it is. That's what I took. I live 10 minutes away from the airport, okay? As I'm walking out, we get in the car, I check my email. 5 minutes ago, they canceled my flight. I'm stressed with a C because it's late. I'm like, oh my God. My flight's at 8:30. I was supposed to land at 10:30. I start working at 4 a.m. Like, I have to get there tonight. So I text Olivia and I'm like, my flight got canceled. And so I'm freaking out. I'm trying to figure it out. And so I'm just kind of sitting in my driveway and I said, Loeb, just go to the airport because I got to figure it out. Got to figure it out, all right? So I'm looking, I'm on the phone with Spirit and I was just kind of like, I know what you're thinking. Oh, why'd you book a Spirit? That's what was available. Like, I'm not someone that's like, oh, I have to book with a specific airline. Like, no, like I just paid for the comfy. Honestly, it was a better seat. Ended up being a better seat. I paid less for my bags that I had to check on the way. Like, anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's the flight that I took because it was in and out. So I left Thursday night, worked Friday morning, came back home Friday evening. So it was a quick turnaround. And so I'm at the airport and I find a flight. And so I try to book it, but I couldn't book it because it was 2 hours prior to boarding. So now I'm stressed out because I see the line. I'm like, oh my gosh, time. Mind you now, I am very upset because I've had to pay $500 We don't got that kind of money like that right now. When I tell you, like, things have just been tight, like, things have been tight. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, whatever, fine. Lord, thank you. We have the $500. I have to get there, whatever. So ended up booking the flight. Then TSA. Took me 40 minutes to get TSA. Now I know what you're thinking. Amber, as much as you fly, you need pre-check, you need clear. Don't you worry your pretty little face. Those things have been on my to-do list, but they haven't exactly been on the top of my priority list. But don't you worry, because 2025, we will have those things in order. So I rushed through, and as soon as I get to my gate, we're boarding. Okay. So as I'm walking onto the plane, I just kind of start laughing because I'm like, okay, guy, I understand what this is about. This is, once again, you putting me in a position to trust you. This was really, really pushing it though. I was not a fan of that, right? That happened. And then just other things have been happening, and I understand why these things are happening. And two things can be true. Just because you understand something doesn't mean that it's not comfortable, doesn't mean that it's not uncomfortable, doesn't mean that it still doesn't stress you, doesn't mean that you still don't have these feelings. I think sometimes we forget that we are human and God understands. You know why God understands? Because he sent Jesus. Jesus was here. He was a human. So Jesus, he understands and he felt, you know what I mean? So I think sometimes I have to remind myself of, hey, just because you're feeling X, Y, and Z, it doesn't negate that God's not on the throne. It just furthermore proves that you are a human, and this is why you need God. This is why you need Jesus. This is why you need the Holy Spirit, right? So I have been working on things, you guys, and the things I have been working on are just in the name of me being obedient to God. It feels like I am derailing my whole life. The past 12 years, all the hard work that I have put in with my beauty career, I feel like I am derailing it, and it is a scary thought to me. However, I understand that right now, this is what I need to do. I finally accepted the fact that the salon is done. It is over. Say goodbye. That is not your career anymore, working in the salon. That is a chapter that I think is closed, and that is hard for me to wrap my head around. Yes, I'll still do stage glam, but even still with that, I'm understanding that I'm going to be very strategic about what shows that I pick, just simply because of a bunch of other things that are going on. But I had a moment where I felt like I worked so hard on my beauty career for the 12 years, and now that's it. It's just over, but I know it's not over. Anywho, one more net. I talked about it a little bit on my story. One more net is something that is very true and near and dear to my heart. It's going to start out, and we're going to have Bible study and book club, and I have been working on this, and there's other parts to it as well, but I hope to have this. I really wanted to have it launched in January, but that ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna rush myself. I'm not gonna, like, why are we always in a rush? I finished the ruthless elimination of hurry, and it's just kind of like, slow is the speed of the kingdom. Like, if you really paid attention to Jesus, he ain't rushed to do nothing. Why are we in such a hurry? Why do we feel that if I don't have this by this age, if I'm not married by this age, if I don't have kids by this age, if I don't have a house by this age, if I don't have this career by this age, like, who put all these terms and stipulations on us? Why are we in a hurry? Because I feel like that's a huge reason as to why a lot of women are out here stressed out, because they have bought into these weird, like, social constructs and time framings of why you have to do X, Y, and Z. Like, the right timing is God's timing. Anywho, so that is what I've been working on, and I know that these trials and tribulations are because when I finally made that decision to surrender, I know that when I got busy and started working on all the things that the Lord has been telling me, because it's so funny when I go back and look at my notes, I can see how I arrived here. From 2 years ago, there have been like little things that I started working on and trying to do. And so now to go back and look at all of those little things, piece it together, and now I've arrived to this, I'm like, wow, okay. It's scary to me, but also at the same time, I feel it's scary, but I feel at peace, which that doesn't make any sense. But the reason why I feel at peace is because when I tell you, this has been the only thing that I have been able to focus on and not feel stressed out about. Like any other time, I would try to basically go back to my old fleshly ways and do what I know to do and do what's my nature. It's like I would get stuck. It was like a block. It's almost like God was like putting the Heisman on me. He's like, nope, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. And whenever I would just focus on this and one more net and my ideas and what I want to do and the community that I want to build, like I get a sense of peace. I get a sense of joy, the ideas that the Lord has downloaded in me. And it's so interesting because I'm doing things differently this go around. God is the CEO of One More Net. I work for him, and that's something that I messed up on in my beauty career. And it wasn't intentionally. It's just like when you know better, you do better. But now I'm just going about things so much differently in a way to where it's spirit-led. It's not just Amber and my fleshly ways and my fleshly desires. I was actually just reading Galatians because I'm studying. I've been doing word studies. I've been doing a lot, okay? I've been doing word studies. I've been taking just Bible classes. I've really, probably since the beginning of summertime, I had been looking into potentially taking like biblical studies or seminary, but student loans, I can't do that no more. But the Lord has provided, and I found other tools and resources to help me just for my own personal relationship with the Lord, but then also understand that to whom much is given, much is required. And so I'm going to be doing these Bible studies, I want to make sure that I am doing it God's way, the proper way. And I just want to make sure that it's Holy Spirit led. And then also that I'm understanding the context and not changing things. Anywho, that's what I've been working on. So this vlog, trash vlog. Please forgive me. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm going to be taking a break. I'm going to take a little bit of time off from filming. Ain't nothing wrong. It's just we need rest. We need to honor the body. So that's what I'm going to do. You make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Sometimes you have to do like Jesus and you just need to go off by yourself and just be with the Lord and just sit and rest and pray. So that's what I'm going to do. Do I have anything that's pre-recorded? I think this is it. So I don't know. If I find something that's pre-recorded, I'll throw it up. But if not, if y'all don't see me for a while, just know all is well. We just taking a break and we're getting ready to launch One More Net, and I'm so excited. So thank y'all so much for watching. Thanks for the love and support, y'all. We are gearing up for 2025. I am excited. Rookie pro season. We're prepping. New things. That was one of my words for my word study yesterday. New. That within itself could be a video. I might record that because that word study was something else. Anywho, thank y'all so much for watching, praying for peace, joy, happiness. Take care of yourselves. Make sure that you are turning to the Bible. I am a huge believer in a testament to the fact that this right here is the playbook. Everything that you need to know, how you need to just operate in your day-to-day life, just business, relationship, it's right here. All right, so thanks so much for watching and cast One More Net.